Hello there, fellow summoners. Mad Dog HT here, and so I just uploaded a video for this power snack node for the whole season of 21, and for whatever reason, the last two fights, and maybe because the video was so dang long, they just like totally wigged out. So I'm just uploading this as part of a correction if you actually want to see the fight with the video not spasming out. So this is a long shot, and initially I was going into this fight thinking that I needed to watch out for the L2 incinerates, but I'm pretty certain, and I still haven't checked this, but I'm pretty certain that because the incinerates come from a Fate Seal nullified, that Longshot can't put an incinerate on thing. I'm not 100% certain, but that's what I'm thinking. And right out the gate, I get clipped by that L1. Normally, I just try to stick to the L1 because I just feel like they're easier. I know you can evade it and counter it. You do need to be pretty quick, and it's kind of a more of an early evade to be able to get back in and counter it without getting parried. It's kind of like, I think it more liken it to like Corvus. You can evade his L1 later on, but if you do a late evade and then you try to counter it, you're gonna get parried and smacked. But if you do an early one where it seems like it's too early, but it's not, and you go immediately back in, you can counter it. Kind of same thing with Void as well. So here I'm just trying to keep him to his L1s. This guy's being super passive, not throwing his specials very much. And this guy does have Mystic Dispersion. I don't know, it's probably like 3 out of 5, which makes it a little bit more tricky because you're evading those L1 knives or whatever he's throwing at you, and then you go back in and yeah, I mean, I guess you could parry them more, but here I'm getting backed up. I have that L3 ready to go to give me some spacing if I need it, but I also do need to keep an eye out for that 50% threshold. I did get clipped by the L1 again just before that. The damage isn't that bad. Thing is bleed immune, so he can't put any bleeds on, which is nice. And so here I'm just trying to push him close. There we go. And I'm going to push him over, back up recovery. Going to let that power gain go. I do get a parry on in the middle of it. I do have max petrify, where it's 30% less power gain while stunned. So, that, and while under a stun, you just generate less power. So there, I just kind of get out of the corner. This dude does not want to throw specials, and I don't know, it's just sometimes I just feel like, I don't know if it's my attack behavior that's like causing the AI to not throw his specials, but like normally in war, you're pretty good to have them be very aggressive and throw specials, but yeah. Anyways, I'm just kind of holding on to the L3 just as a safety net because I don't want to get too cornered where he might get to L3, so where I can possibly like parry, get off the special, and then go in and just start smashing him. Push him to L2 again, and I think, do I throw L3 here? Yeah, for sure I do, and it's gonna finish him off. So there we go, long shot, soloed, and then the last fight of the season after this is gonna be a rank 3 6-star Doom. So there we go. So I think I got hit 3 times on the L1s. 2 times, okay. Alright, so here is my last fight of season 21, war number 12, and we have a rank 3 6-star Doom. I think the Mystic Dispersion on this guy is like 3 out of 5. So it's up there, not super annoying, but kind of annoying. And I am max boosted, and I'm going to go in with a regen boost. I felt like I really had to solo this fight, no messing up, And granted, I do get clipped by his special ones a few times. I don't take any combos to the face like I did earlier on in the season. I think it was actually preseason. And this regen boost is going to help me with some of the chip damage as well. I do a lot of parry blocking towards the beginning, just kind of parry medium. And I'm going to try to build up my rock stacks to build up as much Furies as possible. So there, I'm at 96%, 94%, 93%. Like, Doom will chip you away quite significantly. Even parry blocks, they hit hard. So that regen boost helped with the chip damage towards the beginning. And then we're just going through, and the whole plan is just to have him throw as many special ones as possible and then get some parries in. And yeah, sometimes this guy is just like, come on, throw your special. There you go. Throws it. Go back in. Thing is shock immune, so you don't have to worry about that aura being up and applying a shock or trying to dance around and trying to get that worn off, because Doom shock, especially like a rank 3 Doom mini boss, they can be pretty potent, and they ain't gonna feel too good on the health meter. So I'm at max Furies now. So like my attack with max Fury is like 7,000 something attack. I think my attack is like 2,000, and then you get like 4,000 with all of the Furies, and then boosted. My attack's probably probably closer to, I don't know, 8k maybe. I'd have to do the calculations, but he's hitting pretty hard. So even though I'm not critting, 1,700, 1,100 per hit is not bad against Doom, right? It's kind of like a little mini crit mode going on, but they're just regular numbers. So, so far so good. 66% to 52%. Here we're gonna come across the backup recovery 50% threshold. I should have gotten some more hits. Now that sucked. I had 3 bars of power, and I got cornered, and he threw an L1, and he stole my power, got a whole bunch of power. Luckily I didn't get clipped with any incinerates on that L2. I can evade the L2, but I just prefer to stick it to the L1 because it doesn't hit as hard. And I feel like it's easier. There's only really one part to the evade, versus on the L2 you got 3 parts. But yeah, that kind of hurts. So I'm trying to dig myself out of this hole. I'm like, man, I cannot die in this fight. I've already been talking up to all the guys in my battle group. Like, we got a solo like every fight, no deaths. Granted, I think we did have a few deaths. We typically do. But yeah, so I'm just like, I gotta solo this fight. And here we kind of turn the tide. He has less health than me, and I still have my L3 ready. And yeah, we're just going hammer on this dude. We're about to get into assassin's range. Need this guy to throw his stinking special. He's starting to not. The indestructible charges, I'm at one destructible charge. Now I'm at 0, and I think I'm gonna make him go indestructible in a second. There, he's indestructible. We're in the corner. I keep getting clipped. If I remember right, like my hands were sweating. I'm like super nervous. And here we're gonna go all out. Boom, launch the L3, 5% left. And this, I'm like, please, this better kill him. And yeah, it does. It'd be interesting to know like how much health I could have taken off and still killed him. With like 9% could I have thrown it? Who knows? I just wanted to make sure I was safe. Get the solo. Super stoked about that one. Revenge for the one that I fought and died to twice in the off season. So thanks for watching this one, fellas, and I'll see you in the next one.